It's very important and unfortunately untapped. So it's a resource, a business that's not being utilized fully. I keep saying Africa's 18% of the world. It has 18% of the population of the world and only represents 2.1% of the aviation industry. So something is absolutely wrong. And this is where we're focusing on Focus Africa now. Focus Africa is an initiative that's developed by IATA, but it's not IATA owned. So the intent is to get all the stakeholders around the world, not just particularly in Africa, to collaborate together to improve the aviation industry in Africa. And it is not necessarily just safety, it's efficiency. We're looking at infrastructure in Africa, the development of people in Africa, so that there are lines and lines of generations of aviators in Africa and so on and so forth. So it's a big, let's say, pot of solutions for Africa. We identified 70 priorities, mainly focused on the regulatory bodies and the oversight with safety in mind, security in mind, and the efficient running of the infrastructure, and eventually leading down into open skies and growing the aviation industry down the road. It's a mixed bag of people, but in general, yes, it's very well supported by Africa, and what's even equally surprisingly, it's very well supported by outside Africa. The GCC, Europe, and the US are fully behind that. Aircraft manufacturers are behind that. The big names in aviation are behind Focus Africa. So it's a good move forwards. If all goes correctly, the foundations be laid. That means airlines start actually becoming more efficient and more profitable. That means they can grow. Airports will start to grow and so on. So you improve your GDP that way, and of course you open the chance for more hiring and more employment in each country. So overall, it's a win-win situation.